Welcome back to part 2 of What If Zuko became, or what if Zuko became Kevin Levins's mutant? So, recap the Zuko didn't have a best life. You know? He always got bullied and, yeah. So then he gets transported to the alien planet. There, he went into a cave that had some green goo in it, and he fell in, and his body transforms into a monster. Then, when he came back, he went toe to toe with All for One, and yeah, the basically Zuko is, yeah. So then when the pro heroes got their butts chewed by the government for not treating everyone equally, the okay, and of course the when he flew back, Dead Arms and the Woodsmen are waiting with Class 1A, and then to wait for him as Inko, who was there. And when he came back, they saw him in person, what he really looked like when his monster form, as he lands and as he becomes this, as Inko walks up, as she could not believe that her own son and got turned into a monster, as he covers his own face, because as Inko hugs him. Okay? So then he sits down, as all the students, including Bakugo, or actually Bakugo, walks over and hugs him and apologizes to him for, yeah. Even Dead Arms, walks over, and they all apologize for what or so that they won't do that same mistake. So then Zuko forgave him. So then now the Quirkless School has now more attention, like got caught up on all the attentions to the details things. So then the Sashi was happy, so was Zumi, that her brother is back. And yeah, as he transforms back to a human. As he then Momo walks up, got really close, and kissed him right then and there. As her parents met Zuko after, or got introduced after when Momo told them. So then her parents ended up laying him saying, "Go ahead and date my daughter or our daughter." Okay. So and then get married. Yeah. So they got married, and he did transform back, or he did stayed human. But before that happened, as Dead Arms says, "Hey Zuko, let's get to that overhaul guy down, shall we? You can become a hero." So then he becomes this monster. Heck yeah. So then he goes in and beats all for what, or overhauls face up, punch him in the chest. And he says, or as he does these shoots that, shoots spikes, and then shoots a flame. And he just had an idea when he saw his own that stuff exploded. So then Zuko says, "Huh, I see," as he smiles at it. As he shoots that acid stuff, and all for one. And then he used his flame at the same time. And then the big explosion happened. And it was so big that All for One shattered into pieces back into the four people. As he's pretty powerful. And then they were like, man. As Bakugo saw what happened, as Bakugo walks up, "That's cool, bro. We both have explosion." Yep, we do. And he does not actual punch him, but just bro fist him with his crystal arm. As they could not believe it. Zuko, who just thought about this, as he goes zoom. And I just thought about this, before we end this. I was thinking about adding my original plan if I didn't choose who would be a best girl thing, that poll that you see probably on your screen. I was about to add Little Miss. I don't know how to say her name. It's Bread or Vreed. Bread? Or, I don't know. Here, hold on.
Isosceles right triangle Vreedle.
Vreedle. Yeah. That girl. I was gonna. My original plan was to have her be on the same planet where Zuko just went and visit thing. But I was like, you know what? Just add a poll to let you guys vote for it. And you guys voted for Momo for being the best girlfriend for him. So, yeah. But now this is the towards the end. So the actually, let's say in before er, like when he was about or not about to when way before or during their date thing, the of course Momo wants to have like more people, but then that her name I forgot her last one.
Isosceles right triangle Vreedle.
Right triangle. Yeah, her. 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 I looked up her name and she was that. So she was like she came to Earth, and she knew that Zuko or the Zuko was the right man for her. Because every time that she or when some random boy just falls right into the like gunk, usually they don't make it, but Zuko did. She was from another planet, and she heard about that what happened, and then she became like this. She was being all romantic to him, and Momo is like away from him, and she has this like country girl's voice. Yes. I'm not going to do it because it's just too much energy. So then Zuko, oh, so Momo says if ask Zuko, if you had to date one of us, who would it be? And Zuko says, to be honest with you, Momo, I would rather date both of you. That's my choice. So then it's settled as Momo was like, yeah, I'll get behind that because you. So then he dates both of them. And they both got impregnated with his kids in his human form or his monster form. Yeah. And then it was just too weird. I'm not saying that. So the or inbred, and so the basically Zuko, or so both girls got that were now his wife or wives. He becomes this, right? They both had like 10 kids inside their bodies. These. On these. And yeah. 10 kids in each. So that was 20 kids. And each one of them has the, like, so 10 girls, 10 boys. Yeah. So they all have, like, their, some of them have their mother's skin color. Some have, like, their father's transformation. And some have their normal colors. Yeah. But then they all had different, like, DNAs. Like, some have, like, the heat blast is, I'm just gonna call it the heat blast. That's his DNA, so they could produce fire. Some have, like, diamonds. Ouch, that's gonna hurt. Coming out. And then some have wild mutts. Basically, they're blind, but they could see through their necks. And some have, like, the, creations, or all of them have creation, like, built in their DNA thing. So, yeah. And they had the entire army. Like, some have, like, red and, like, forearms. Yeah. It was crazy what came out of both of those kids. And, of course, Inko and Nasashi heard of how many kids that he has, and but the government told Zuko that it's okay for him to be, like, not certified. Only him, not, like, he can be the pro hero. So he does the test thing before and studied before. So now he's a full-time pro hero or alien hero. Oh, Zuko mutant or mutant. He accepted the being that. So he's a father, he's a to like 20 kids. He has, or this is the part where I'm going into like romantic stuff. Because in part one, there was like a lot of negative stuff. So if you want to watch that, go right ahead. It's in part one of this. Like, if you guys want me to do like part or do like a reboot one of what Izuku was or became like Kevin Levin mutant and only having her as his like girlfriend instead of Momo, let me know in the comments below. So yeah, then he went from being a abused kid that got abandoned by his parents for being quirkless to being a father, a monster, and pro hero or alien hero. That's a new like title. So the alien heroes that he just like created, that they created for him, he can deal with like supernatural stuff. Like he could go to like Saturn and or no, he could do like looks for werewolves and alien like supernaturals and even aliens. So then the Endeavor asks him, or let's say one mission and UFO like a looked like a flaming rock came out of nowhere. As they asked him for his opinion. Well, flaming rock. I see. Because his because he can never like grow old or can never die. So as he uses his hand, his crystal hand, to think about it, like, I see. I know what you. A pyro. What's a pyro? As he explains, do you want a boring way or like a lot of details or the. Yeah. Okay. The pyros are a alien species. You see as he raises his pyro arm. They are really hotheads. They like to cause a lot of fires. So then he goes in and investigates with an endeavor. Of course, brings. What do you do with a fire? What do you do? Well, you don't bring like someone with an ice quirk. No, you bring someone with a flippin' flames. Him quirk. That is like fueling the fire up to like boiling point. So yeah, then. But actually, he wasn't just the water hero, the one that shoots water out. And 13 agreed. So then all three of them came with him. As they see a pyromaniac. Or pyro. Oh. And the... Yeah. As a... And... Aaron. This one. But when they looked at him, or when he turns, oh, you must be Zuko from this world. As he introduces himself, as he says, well, I'm running away from the predator. What kind of predator? Well, here it comes. As they see this guy crashing down. And he roars. I see him. So then the Zuko comes in, wrestles with it, and he ends up like, as he tries to stop it. So then we need backup. There's two aliens. One is the friendliest one. The other is just a complete hostile. What do you mean? Look, as they had video camera. Come on, big guy. I don't know what, or I do know where you're predators of the pyros. I'm half pyro. But I'm too big for your brain to handle. So then he grabs the So then he ends up grabbing him by his neck. And he knows that something. So then as the government tells Zuko that, can you kill it? Sure. Or I can. As his arm becomes a blade, as he runs right towards him, at full sprint, as he chops the neck off, and as a monster dies. So then monster dies and Zuko wins. So it's a pretty heavy body to lift up. As they were trying to strategize, but then Zuko just lifted up by its... What were you saying about him lifting? Yeah. So then he gets to the office thing. And then he puts it down. I see. You killed it, so that's good. Plus, it was some random, like, actual one, not the one that you see on your screen. So, yeah. So, Zuko ends up telling them that he basically, Zuko told them that he might have a strong power. A strong will. So then he goes, or they go back to home, and yeah, he's like tired out. So then his home world, so then he ends up, so the 20 kids say, or like something. So then, yeah, Zuko got so much like stuff that he wouldn't like change diapers on the kids and would just hit one hand because for most of the kids that don't have pyro, some do, and yeah. Even the two wives that he has does it with two hands, and yeah. So then he does help a lot around the house. Then when the kids got older, then they became like learn how to control their powers. Owners. And then yeah. So now this is the end of the what if. So please leave a like, share, subscribe, comment, and please watch part 1 to understand what's going on before this video. So thank you and have a good night or day, depends on the time zones. Peace.